heroics from Hassan Khan. He's 19 years of age, he's talented, he's got everything going for him, and let's hear it from him what he has to say about last night's win.
Hassan Khan, as he hits this out of park. Quetta Gladiators, they've done it.
I was pretty confident and I believed in myself that I could win this match for my team, and that was my plan, to stay till the end, and it felt really good. It was a much needed game for our team and I did perform at the right time. The cohesion was pretty well, so I just planned to play for the last till the last, so that helped me. I got the ball, I hit the winning runs. Definitely one of the best moments of my life. A legend running in the ground and hugging you is definitely one of the best moments for any youngster in his life. It feels like a family for me because I have played in the previous year as well, so it's like more like a family to me, and everyone in the management is very supportive and they motivate us to the highest level, and it's a great pleasure of being the part of Quetta Gladiators.
Well, this is what PSL is about, Michael. At the end of the day, seeing these young guys come through, the kind of confidence that they will get, it really does wonders to them.
Well, you think about it, he's playing with boys and now he's playing with men, and he's just hit a 6 to win in such a tight one, second last ball. It was a great moment, and as I said at the start of this, my vision is that passion from Sir Vivian Richards on his birthday and how involved in the team he is. It was just brilliant. And you don't forget though, there's many T20 games that you drift on from, but you don't forget those ones. It's so tight, and a youngster announcing himself, that's the crucial thing, as you say.
And how hard is it to hold your nerve in such a situation?
Yeah, when you haven't got the experience, but sometimes that's bliss as well, because you've got no great expectation on yourself because you are starting out, so you get out there, and when you're young you're brash and you're confident. Most are anyway, and occasionally you'll hold some doubts, but he was just out there believing, and that comes from the senior members in the team as well. The other interesting aspect was the slow ball from Pollard that had been working, but if you bowl at every ball, a batsman is going to line you up if the length is right eventually. Karachi Kings seemed a bit below par in the previous game, the intensity was down a bit. Afridi's back, what does that mean for them? Zainab, I think that loss was a pretty good loss for them. I know that sounds funny, you don't want to lose, but sometimes when you've been winning and they won 3 on the trot, you have that reminder that you can lose if you don't get it all together as a team. Well, everybody knows what he adds to the game. It's not just in terms of his cricketing skills, it's also that energy that you see with Shahid Afridi, and he is going to be opening today, so that's something that we're all looking forward to. Now time for a short break, and after the break we'll take you for the live action, so stay tuned and don't go.
Mohammad Nawaz, Hassan Khan, who scored the winning runs with the 6, Ben Laughlin the Australian, and Rahat Ali. Now for the Karachi Kings, Bazid Khan. Baz?
Big news, Shahid Afridi's back. He replaces Khurram Manzoor and David Visa. The South African, he replaces Taimur Mills. So maybe pace off the ball, but all eyes on Boom Boom Afridi.
Islamabad have gone into second place, 1 point behind the Multan Sultans. Karachi Kings, well, if their net run rate is improved tonight, Damien Fleming, they can top Multan at the top.
Certainly so, that'll be the game. And we had an incident earlier in the match where we had the HBL ball drop, and Alim Dar, that fantastic umpire, caught it, and we're back on. We're back on. So the umpire catching rate now back up to 98%.
Yeah, and it's we can't allow it to drop much more than that, because otherwise there'll be an inquiry. Right, now Asad Shafiq, strike rate 106, he's got 230s and a 50 in his PSL career. And Shane Watson, formerly with Islamabad United, and he used to play in the red of United, and he's got 430s and 250s. and he's looking in good form.
Yeah, he's looked really good, powerful, excellent with his bowling as well. Mohamed Amir had a couple of good games early on. He was really rusty against United, just pushing the ball down leg, no swing and no accuracy. Mickey Arthur, the Kings coach, just having cooling down with a Pepsi this stage. And had the captain, very cool, composed cricketer, often bowls the first over.
Yes, he does, and he's bowled them well as well. His economy is 6.9, 6.9, below 7. That's brilliant for a spinner who often bowls with the new ball. So there's nothing new in this tactic, Basit, as the countdown starts. Right, let's play. Imad Wasim, and it's going to be Asad Shafiq to take the first ball. Here we go.
Normally he just gets the new ball to swing back into the right-handers, doesn't get it to spin, just with that arm ball swinging it back in. And that's what he'll try to do, Imad Wasim, to Watson as well. The men out is a deep square leg and a long on.
Let's just see how he's holding the ball too. It looked like he'd set up for an arm ball in that first delivery. But certainly a good delivery to Shane Watson as well. I reckon the ball that moves in towards him, sometimes there can be a bit of a gap between pad and bat early.
Good shot. It'll bring a couple of runs here. Just 2.
So it's always interesting with the left arm orthodox opening the bowling. Often they can just bowl their arm ball a lot, and that's what it is. That's what it is. See the seam angling towards middle and leg stump. And probably their variety is when they just roll the wrist a little bit. He'll generally bowl arm balls here.
Typically hit straight down the ground by Shane Watson. He's shown good form in this PSL this year.
Shane Watson loads up and bang, straight down the ground. The amount of power generated with that solid base, it's always going to be a boundary.
But if you're going to execute properly, you can't be even a shade outside off stump. Your widest you can be is off stump. You've got protection at long on. Even that, he got away with that. That's too wide.
Cool and cool umpires. Shozeb Raza and Asif Yaqub. There was a moment last night where Watto lost his cool. Have a little incident with Sohail Tanvir, and a couple of other players joined in.
He doesn't get his body language doesn't get that emotional. There was a few words that were said.
It's a little bit of an enclosed stadium, and if anybody's going to get it swinging, it's going to be Ahmed with the new ball.
Shafiq, he'll be tested here. See if Amir's just gone across Shafiq. Can he get one just to wobble back in? No, it's gone away again. Outside edge for 1. So I'm really interested in the different bowling grips going around, and Amir has a very fingers close together grip. You can see that it's angled for the in-swinger, but just not quite going at the moment. So if he could just, I think, finish off his action maybe a little bit more.
And such a fine margin, isn't it? It really is minute, the difference. It's just a slight adjustment of the wrist and finishing the pull through.
Yeah, and kids, if you've got the fingers that are close together, it's not swinging, just widen them a little bit and see how that goes. A lot of swing bowlers have wide grips on the cricket ball.
This is a good line. This is the good line. If it does swing, you're in business. You hit the pads.
Yeah, fast bowling, such a difficult art. Fast bowler running in and getting to the crease and going through that stress. It's much easier just batting and facing 90 miles an hour coming at your head, isn't it, Flem?
No argument there, Baz. Pretty easy. Wilco?
Yeah, and I'm with you on that. 100%. Such an easy life you batsmen had.
But it's interesting, it's just still angling across, and they're watchful because he is such a dangerous bowler, and you can see that they're getting short of a length deliveries, pushing him across the crease, and they might be worried that when he goes full, he can get it to swing back in.
It's a very strange skill as well, because on another night you'll find that with the same action, same speed, same grip, the ball will swing. Ooh, pace. Good pace. So Shane Watson was in the thick of things last night against Multan Sultans. Ooh, a few crosswords with Sohail Tanvir. And I think he probably said, "I'll see you afterwards. We'll have a cup of tea to sort it out." And then Karen Pollard said, "Come on, boys, let's sort this out, come on." And then Pollard, oh dear, the last laugh was with Watto.
That was such an action-packed 5 minutes, wasn't it, last night?
Shane Watson's had a couple of good innings for his new team, for the Quetta Gladiators. Faisal Iqbal, batting coach for the Kings. Oh, he's caught all of this. Crack! Chaka! The first of the night, and he's missed his Pepsi catcher crawl chance.
Straying down the leg side, we've seen a lot of those in the previous game. This one again, the angle down the leg side, and Shane Watson down on one knee into the stands. Oh, he's made a hash of that.
Poor technique.
Yes, buddy.
He's not happy, but I question his technique. He's tried to take it. It's like a crocodile catch, really. It's I don't know why he didn't take it around chest height, fingers up towards the sky, but well, that's his regret. Watto, he's sizing up a mad here, and his career in the Pakistan Super League against left-arm slow bowlers, he scores at a rate of 8.19 runs per over, so that's pretty good.
He normally attacks them down the ground. He's so strong. He sees the arm ball, that'll disappear. Ooh, here we go. Hello, hello. Hard hat area, that's big from Watto. Checka! Big one.
Watto's on a roll. That one, the pull shot. We've seen many of those in his career. Gets back deep into the crease and smashes it. Strong man, strong arms, and second tier.
A few more of those, there'll be tears amongst Karachi. Oh, now then. How well has he hit this? He's hit it pretty well. It's another 6. 3 overs, 27 without loss. A little push through the covers. Should be a couple here. Should be 2. Asad Shafiq's only faced 4 deliveries. He's got 4. And Watson's 15 deliveries, 25, and he's already hit 3 6s.
Yeah, swept it out of the ground. Then Imad Wasim goes shorter. That one goes longer, second tier. And then the slog sweep. Almost caught in the crowd. Almost. Yeah, another rub.
just haven't quite got their lines right here, Karachi. Imad Wasim winning the toss. This time putting the opposition in. He's chosen to bat 3 times.
Yeah, it's interesting with the Mir, if he's just going to be pushed the ball across, or he can't work out why he can't get it back in, I reckon he could come around the wicket as well, because he's just getting that natural angle away. He could pitch on middle and off and be able to still make the ball go away.
It's a 100th T20 match for Mohammad Amir. Little milestones going up here around the ground.
HPL box, you've got to get there. But there's been a few opportunities for that Pepsi Cash a Crore, and a couple of them spilt it.
Gone short, and it beats the man out at deep square, and Amir is furious.
Yeah, the decision here for Colin Ingram is, do I go for the catch or do I save the boundary? In the end, he did neither, and Amir doesn't like it. Furious.
Bowlers hate giving runs away, Baz. You have to understand this. You know, bowlers hate it. What's the fielder there for? But you described it beautifully. It was a tough one for Ingram.
We've seen it a few times in the tournament, and Denley's the same. Their first thought is to try and take the catch, but on that occasion, he just didn't time it. Yep. But Watto. Geez, he's starting to just go away from Cameron Akmal. They were even, or around even at the start of the tournament. 36 times he's gone over the boundary. He's hit 3 tonight. More to come, maybe.
End of 4 overs. Quetta 34 for no wicket. 4, and it's no surprise, is it? Multan Sultans down at 14%. Usman Shinwari. We all felt that.
Nasty. It's just sort of pitched and seamed back in. Gets the ball to go away from the right-hander normally, but that's jagged back. Asad Shafiq.
Economy's good, 7.5. He hurries on to you a bit, doesn't he, Shinwari? He just hurries on. He's a bit quicker than you think. Stocky, sturdy, and he's strong in the leg. Quite a quick wrist action as well.
Back from stress fractures. Very, very common in young fast bowlers. Took a little 3 for 26 in his first game back. But you can see that there's a lot of strain that go through his body. But he looks a strong bowler. Hopefully there's no troubles going into the future, and he can have a bright career.
होगा साफ पाकिस्तान, मिल के लगाएंगे जान तो होगा साफ पाकिस्तान.
It's a better line than we saw from Mohammad Amir. It's a little bit straighter.
And even though the speed looks pretty similar, you just feel like Usman's surprising them for pace off the pitch.
That skids onto you. Doesn't get a lot of bounce, but off the wicket he's quite skiddy and gets onto you quickly. A natural angle of his is to take it away from the right-hander. The odd one just seems back, which is a big wicket ball.
Just look at those feet. He's changed his stance, opened up a bit, so he can play that one on the leg stump, so that he's slightly open to it. He's opening his chest, and the ricochet will enable them to come back for a single. It's unfortunate for the fielding side.
Have a look at it here. Just a little click. Didn't need to either. Zing bales go flying. Wonderful sight. HBL drone cam of this fantastic stadium. Really perfect for T20 cricket.
Bowled again. It's a little bit of extra zip from Shinwari. They're not quite sure what pace he's coming off. What? Well, I hope can she see? No. It's Danny Morrison, that is, you know. That's Danny Morrison.
Dominion from Despicable Me movies. Not sure what movies that teddy bear's been in.
The umpire's got cameras all over them. There's two cameras on that hat. Look, there's one right above his eye line and there's one on the side. Well done. Jose Braza. I beg your pardon. Asif Yaqub. Played. Quick hand. And at the end of 5 overs, the Quetta Gladiators put into bat 37 without loss.
Can be embarrassing if you're caught in the act.
No, she had a beautiful eating style. Lovely.
He bats differently when he's playing against spin. Well, the pitch is like his head. It doesn't have any grass in Dubai, but when he's playing against spin, when he's playing against spin, he's bottom-handed. When he's playing against pace, he's punchy and very, very good through the offside. It's a stark difference.
We're seeing some good power hitting now, aren't we, Ramesh? We've got some top order players, openers, Ronke earlier. Watson's found some form.
Oh! That wasn't far away from leg stump. He had to connect with us, Shane Watson.
Fine line, Dan. He took it on. It's a very courageous shot. And sometimes I wonder why options are taken at times, given they hit so well to the ground, and he hasn't needed to do that, but he gets away with it. In the end, he got enough on it.
Brave, extremely brave. Irfan Jr. hails from Nankana Sab. Thought he had hit the stumps, but he's got plenty of options as a strike force. Watson, he can hit the ball hard down the ground, so why take that risk? Maybe he played the field, fine leg up in the circle, so go for a lap sweep.
Big strong fella, Junior, and nice angles. Now look, I was out there prior to you doing the coin toss, Rambo, and then I'm about to do the pitch report a little later. I was surprised how quick Muhammad Irfan Jr. is, and then Rahat Ali watching these guys warm up. You actually forget we're miles away up here in this little cosy combox, but you get down there, you get ground level, you get in there, you see how quick these gentlemen really are. So for Watson to play that, it's a wonderful improvisation. There he goes again, and it's gone all the way from maximum. Talk about timing.
Well, there's a definite plan now, it seems. Watson trying to go across towards the offside and play a lap sweep for a 6, and it came smack out of the middle of the bat.
Well, there you go. The earlier shot, similar to that, not as good as that. Wasn't an assessment that, well, I put that away, I got away with it. He's played it again, he's played it better. He got a better ball to play it as well. It was more an off stump. He's 40 from 24. Shane Watson. Oh, he's lining it up. It's a strong scoring zone for him, just past the keeper. 6 overs, 52 runs.
Here's Boom Boom Afridi back from injury, and he's greeted with a cheeky little dab from Rashid Shafiq for 4.
Yeah, got a lot of timing on that, used the pace of it beautifully. It wasn't one of the faster balls you'll get from Afridi, but it's fast enough to use some pace. And that's the difference we're seeing with the confidence in these strokes, that the pitch is a little bit more consistent, a little bit quicker.
Another boundary, another 4. Shahid Afridi has been hit twice now for 4, so just trying to unsettle him. He's got loads of experience, he's seen this before, but Asad Shafiq on the move here. I thought he adjusted well out of the crease and then waited on it, hit it square.
Once again, just underlines what you two gents were saying over the whole of this PSL. They back themselves, the modern player. They go down, you think, oh, holy heck, they could get stumped so easily. Don't care. Or, hello, I've feigned to the leg side, I've gone over the offside like Watson did, and scooped it for 6. Exposed all the stumps. That earlier one, off leg stump, could have lost the leg pole, but backs himself.
Once upon a time, if you got out playing a cow of a shot, the coach, the captain, everyone looked at you and were not happy with you. But in this form of the game, they know what you're trying.
He's got this ability to pick wickets, and there's the first one for Shahid Afridi. It looked close. Just suggesting to Asad Shafiq to walk. Shane Watson doesn't agree with him. He says, carry on, boss. I think he's shot high, and so he was bending low. That ball would have gone on to hit the stumps. Afridi, not a big spinner of the ball.
Well, you need pretty good honesty, don't you, from your partner? You don't want to just be trying to help your mate and say, oh, I'd say send it upstairs in case. That was out. Shane Watson at the other end. He becomes the umpire and he tells his mate that it is out. There's a little bit of a hesitation here, though, and it has to do with the front foot, I'd imagine.
Yeah, you don't want to waste them. They've only just come into the T20 scene, getting 1 referral. So the foot's all right. Don't know what we're waiting for here. Don't quite get what's going on here. Yeah, the back leg's got to cut the back one in terms of that return. Is he? He's worried about there, is he? Okay. I think that's okay. Well, he was tighter than he thought, but he could cut that line, he's in trouble. We saw a different replay prior to that one, so now we know where we stand. That's fine, but it was the back one in terms of cutting the return crease. Shafiq gone for 16 off 16. It's 60 for 1 now here, and turn it on tonight.
Come on, KP. Come on, the Rhino. Need some runs, come on. Here's another look at the LBW. There's no problem.
Shamari, yeah, nice return.
Yeah, with a high backlift, he's a tall player, so an excellent ball to bowl. Oh, poor selfie moment. It's always a selfie moment. That would have shaken him up from his slumber.
Cooling his heels. We saw this actually last year, didn't we? PSL 2.
Yeah, nothing, then bang, bang, bang. 3 big knocks.
But that 80 again, like he so often does. Charger, that was last year. Got the tournament moving. Quetta.
You're better off pitching the ball up when he's in early, because he'd like those sighters. I think it'll work to his advantage, the short ball. Better crowd in for evening's game. Getting a bit warm now in the afternoons, Dubai.
Yeah, it is warming up. We forget though, don't we, when we only have the night games. Once we get into the earlier fixture, it is hotter. Here are the sixes for Shane Watson. They're all by one favouring that onside. Goes down the ground nicely as well.
Boom Boom's back, and well, we gave it out straight away from up here even.
Yeah, he's got this ability to pick a wicket against the run of play, being hit for 2 boundaries, and what a remarkable comeback, really. Within a minute or two, he was at such a peak and got rid of him.
Yeah, just a little nod, yes mate. You're out. You're out.
Sorry, bro.
Off you go.
Back to the shower.
This should be fun if this partnership gathers momentum, because both batsmen beautiful to look at, very, very good drivers of the ball, so watch out long on and long off. Strong hitters down the ground.
Those in the crowd, get ready with your catching mitts. Pepsi Catcher Crow is on with these two, that is for sure.
Pippin Peterson, he just needs to get one away. That first big shot. He hasn't played a big one for a couple of innings. He's missed out, he missed a game.
Oh yeah, right on cue.
I like the way he moved inside the line of that bounce. I think he's probably expecting this also. And then, because he's classic, he makes his own length at times. But he was up for it, ready for it.
Yeah, he got deep in the crease there. That back foot was pretty close to the stumps as well. So he was very much thinking it was going to be short. That was, he's riding across the stumps. He went deep and he got it. Back foot, how close to the stumps does it get? Not too bad there, but then, it's still comfortable. Nicely played.
Don't get into those legs too often of KP. So he's going to keep the strike. 8 bowled, 68 for 1.
Pretty. Once again, that ball turning, tweaking.
Yeah, the ball before, he missed it by quite a long way. He just didn't anticipate the turn that it got. A lot of the pitches haven't turned. The occasional night has. And he played well inside it and then negotiated the next one well for a single. So Watson, does he take him on?
Well, Watson, he's 5 away from a half century. Whether he just gets that out the way and then suddenly he's crossed that line and then wants to cut loose. He's got the room there. It's a lovely little dab. Doesn't quite go for 4. It was Colin Ingram out there. Cleans up.
Yeah, got to be looking for this shot against Shahid Afridi. And he's got 2 fielders manning that area square in the ring, and then there's one in the deep. You'd hardly ever see that back fielder a little straighter. He's always square because he's quick through the air. Afridi missing the stumps. This was the top spinner.
Watson's disappointed he missed out. Short enough just to get something on it. Flick it in the onside. And more runs. 47 from 29. Yeah, only get 1.
He's a solid unit, isn't he, Shane Watson? He's always been strong. He's a bit more thick-set. He's very powerful. Gee, he's that 6-hitter, isn't he? He just loves hitting 6s. He was trying to muscle that one, KP. Probably was looking for a dart down the ground. Slices it off for 1 and 19
again.
No, not even the great Sir Vivian Richards got all this coverage on the big screen. Look at that. Viv! It's okay, Viv, I'll take you out to dinner. Oh, time for David Visa. First time. And PSL 3 gets a crack.
Yeah, just waiting for KP to launch into one. His pull shot was good cricket shot, getting inside. That was how he improvised, just moving the feet across the stumps and going deep in the crease. But I feel that he'll advance. He'll do something spectacular. Attempt to anyway. If he gets away with it, he could be on a roll.
Or not.
Well, just too square there. That one's come back a little bit. He's trying to go very square.
cricketgateway.pk for Pakistanis, for overseas viewers, cricketgateway.com, going all around the globe.
Down in the Shire as well. Hobbits Hangout, New Zealand. Oh, he's on the march here.
Yeah, he likes to do that against medium paces. Still has enough time to adjust, rock back and hit the pull shot. Gifted, Kevin Peterson.
Yeah, and coming to the end too, Rameez. It's playing side of things nearly done. He's got so many projects. He's so invested in the saving of the Rhino, and he's got brilliant support. It takes up a lot of his time, but from a player's point of view, he's nearly done, which is going to be sad.
Yeah, I had a little chat with him. He says, yeah, can't do the drills, can't do the morning stuff with the players. I said, how would you like to be remembered? He says, people don't remember stats. It's the entertainment value, the good shots that you played over your career. That is how people remember you. I'm sure he'll be remembered as an entertainer.
Yeah, but he's got a lot on. He started commentating. He's, as I say, the save of the Rhino. He's got so many projects out there. Busy.
He's hoisted this one. Not quite all the way. And he's in a cricket academy here too, Slats, so they'll be liking that shot.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. That's it. It's a big hoik. He gets it to the vacant area out, deep mid-wicket. Just slamming through the line. He got a good length, didn't he?
Yeah, slow bouncer. Didn't have a fielder for that delivery and for that length. Didn't have a fielder there.
One to go in the 10th. Peterson. And has he got all of it? Ah, you betcha, baby. It's up in the second tier, because we care. 80, 5 for 1. Watson and Peterson. Big hitters. We've already seen that. How far can they go? Challenge here for Afridi. Watson's played a couple of cut shots. Will he bowl that slider he's so good at? $50 for Watson. Shane Watson, 34 balls. And this has been another impressive innings by the Australian. Shane Watson, he's been hitting the ball so sweetly. Can he go on and get that elusive 100? Shot, gets it through. 4. KP at his best. Afridi not happy with the field placing, but what a shot that was. Waited for it, opened the face at the very last moment and skidded away, sped away. Smart batting because he used the pace of Afridi there, placed it beautifully. Ooh, not intended there, not intended there, but they don't draw pictures in the scorebook. Pace of Afridi again. This time it's off the
outside edge, and it's sped away. Tried the cut shot again. Afridi not happy. Peterson going strong.
Yeah, well, PSL 3 needs this. They so need Peterson to come alive and light this place up.
Oh, he walked across his stumps.